I have told you types of polynomial, what are polynomial, graphs of polynomial. Now today we will see how to find the roots of polynomial. I have told you any number which tends to a polynomial is equals to 0, that is known as 0 of a polynomial. That is known as 0 of a polynomial. Let us take an example. Fx equals to 2x plus 5, 2x plus 4. If I take x equals to minus 2, then 2 minus 2 plus 4 is equals to minus 4 plus 4 equals to 0. So we get 0. Fx equals to 0 when x equals to minus 2. So minus 2 is a 0 of polynomial. Now let's see what is the relation between the zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. Now, first of all, I would like to revise how to find the zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. So, first of all, I would like to take linear equation. Suppose fx equals to 2x plus 5. 0 of a polynomial means fx must be equals to 0. So, 2x plus 5 equals to 0, x equals to minus 5 on 2. So this is a 0 of a linear polynomial. So how to find the 0 of a linear polynomial? This is the method. Now let's take a quadratic equation. Suppose we have a quadratic equation x square plus 7x plus 12. How to find the zeros of this? You know how to solve the quadratic equation. So we should do middle term split. We have to split this term to get this and this. When we multiply these two numbers, we should get this. So first step is multiply these two numbers, variables only, not variables, only coefficient. So 1 into 12 is 12. Now factorize 12 in a way so that you should get the middle term by subtracting or adding the two numbers. So the factors of 12 are 4 and 3. So this can be written as this. When we add 4x plus 3x, we get 7. So now x plus 4 plus 3, x plus 4. So this is x plus 3, x plus 4. So x equals to minus 3 and x equals to minus 4, which implies this is equals to 0. So we get the values or the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. So this is the method. Now we will see what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomial. We have to find this. So how we find this? Now let's take an example. I am not taking example. First of all, I am taking a standard form. Ax square plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic polynomial. And we have to find the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. Now, let's see. If we have alpha and beta are two zeros, then alpha plus beta means sum of zeros equals to minus b on a minus coefficient of x over coefficient of x square. And alpha beta means product of zeros is C over A, means constant term over coefficient of x square. So these are the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Now, what will be the question you get? Suppose the question. Now, let's see. First of all, you get find zeros of a quadratic polynomial fx equals to x square plus 7x plus 12 and prove its relationship. ठीक है, हमें we have to prove the relationship, whether the relationship is true or false. Now, first of all, find the zeros. fx equals to 0, which implies x square plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0, which implies x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12 equals to 0, x plus 4 plus 3 x plus 4 equals to 0, which implies x plus 3 x plus 4 equals to 0, which implies x equals to minus 3 x equals to minus 4. So this is your zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Now we have to find a relation. So alpha plus beta, here are two zeros, please. So minus 3 plus minus 4, which is equals to minus 7, and alpha and beta is equals to minus b on a, which is equals to minus 7 on 1. So this proves correct. Now alpha beta equals to minus 3 into minus 4, which is equals to 12, which is equals to c on a, which is equals to 12 on 1, which is equals to 12. And this also proves correct. So means your answer is correct. If the relationship is true, then your answer is correct. So this will prove that your answer is correct. So this is the way how to prove the relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients. Now let's take an example, another example, how to use the relationship. So if alpha and beta are zeros of px is equals to x square minus px plus q, then find first alpha square plus beta square. We have to find this. So how to find this? We know alpha square plus beta square is equals to alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta, and from this equation we get alpha plus beta equals to minus p on 1 and alpha beta is equals to q on 1. This we get. Now put the values minus p square minus 2q. So this will be p square minus 2q. So this is your value of alpha square minus plus beta square. So this is the question you will get. Another you will get like this. Second, suppose 1 on alpha plus 1 on beta. So alpha beta is your LCM and you get alpha beta. So alpha beta is minus p on q and alpha beta is q. So this will be p on q into 1 on q. Q on 1 on q. So this will be p on q square. So this is your answer. So how to use the relationship with the question. Let's take one more example. If alpha and beta are zeros of px equals to kx square plus 4x plus 4, where alpha square plus beta square equals to 24. Find the value of k. Find the value of k. So, how to find? Alpha plus beta whole square minus alpha beta equals to 24. 2 alpha beta. This is your formula. Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Now, alpha plus beta is minus b on a, which is minus 4 on k. And alpha beta is 4 on c on a, which is equals to 4 on k. Now put the values. Minus 4 on k whole square minus 2 4 on k equals to 24. This is 16 on k square minus 8 on k equals to 24. 16k minus 8k square equals to 8k equals to 24k square. Now solve this. This is a quadratic equation and you have to solve this by splitting the middle term. So 24k square plus 8k minus 16k equals to 0. Take 8 common. 3k square plus k minus 2k equals to 0. Now this will be 16. Correct? So now solve this. 6 3k square plus 3k minus 2k minus 2 equals to 0. 3k k plus 1 minus k plus 1 equals to 0. Now 3k minus 1 and k plus 1 equals to 0, which implies k equals to 1 on 3 and k equals to minus 1. So this is your answer. This will be 2. So this is your answer. You know how to solve the quadratic equation, so you can solve it. So these are the questions which you will face in your examination while preparing for polynomial. So these are some basic questions of polynomial. This is the concept of cubic polynomial. This is the concept of quadratic polynomial. The same concept will work on cubic polynomial. So what is the concept of cubic polynomial? The same concept will be in cubic polynomial. Now let's see for cubic polynomial. So a cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equals to 0. This is your cubic polynomial. Here we will get 3 roots. Here we will get 3 roots. In quadratic equation we will get 2 roots. In cubic equation we will get 3 roots. So now what will be the roots? Alpha, beta and gamma. So here we will have 3 things. Alpha plus beta plus gamma, sum of roots is equals to minus b on a. Sum of roots equals to minus b on a. Then sum of product of roots, alpha beta, beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals to c on a. Then product of root, alpha beta gamma is equals to minus d on a. So here we will get 3 roots and 3 relations. First is sum of root, second is sum of product of root, and third is product of root. So what type of questions you will get here? What type of questions you will get here? The same type of question we will get here. Let's see one question. The basic Most of the time the questions will come from quadratic equation because quadratic equation are your base, quadratic polynomial. But you can get cubic polynomial. So let question, if two zeros of fx equals to x cube minus 4x square minus 3x plus 2 are root 3 and minus root 3, then find its other zero. Root 3 and minus root 3, then find its other zero. So you have alpha equals to root 3 and beta equals to minus root 3. Now, and according to relationship, you have this. Okay. Put the value root 3 plus minus root 3 plus alpha equals to 4. This will get cancelled, then alpha equals to 4. This is your answer. So, these types of question you will get in your examination while solving the cubic polynomial. While solving the cubic polynomial. So, this is all about the relationship between zeros and the coefficient of a equation. You have left with one part of this chapter, that is known as division algorithm. Division algorithm we will discuss in another class. If you have any doubt, you can contact to the concerned person. Thank you so much.